Okay, so this question, she asked me if burning what she write down as a manifestation do anything. So when you do that, you harnessing fire magic and you using the fire magic. Okay, first you took it from the mind, right? That's wind, air. Then you put it on paper. That's earth, tangible, 3D. But then you sent it up into the ethers, spirit, by using the means of fire, the fourth element. So now you use the four elements to reach to the fifth element. And that is what you call um, um, fire magic. When you burn what your intention is, you send it to the spirit. So now you took it from the mind, you put it on the paper, you set the paper on fire. The only thing missing is the water. And a lot of people, when they do it, they have a thing of water close by anyway to incorporate the energy of the water into the magic. The more elements you use in a conjure, the more powerful the conjure is if you're proficient in all of the elements you're using. So that's a good question right here. The the ones who remain loyal, we're talking about your Bushes, your Rothschilds, your Bilderbergs, um, that remain loyal to the dirty Moors, your JDL, your ADL, to push these false agendas will be held just as accountable as the fucking dirty Moors. The ones who came to give aid and assistance will receive the benefit of those who showed favor to us in a time of war, right? So everybody gonna get exactly what they earn, no matter what they look like, good, bad, or indifferent. The work that they put in is the reward they gonna get out. Everybody that look like they so-called white ain't white. 90% of them motherfuckers passing. That's what y'all don't understand. Probably more than that. Nature knows no color line. J. A. Rogers. J. A. Rogers, Sex and Race, volumes 1, 2, and 3. Right? It's more than that, but them just the easiest ones, most palatable to read, to understand that there is no so-called pure Aryan white race in existence on this planet, because they won't be able to withstand the solar rays to the point we are now. And it's some melanated people that's going to get turned off because they don't have the mitochondrial link to the earth. So the racism doctrines was given to them to hold them in power, and they enforced it. They responsible. For the ones who rebelled against it, they not responsible for the dirt that the dirty motherfuckers did. Right? It's that simple. You gonna get what you earn, good, bad, or indifferent, right or wrong. If you was wrong, you're gonna get a wrong man's reward. If you was right, you're gonna get a right man's reward. If you was doing the dirt, you're gonna get buried. If you was trying to stay away from the dirt, then you're gonna dig yourself out. It's that simple. It's this, right? This ain't nothing new. We used to call pale faces children of the moon, and they was part of the family of albinos who had high magic powers by incorporating the energy from the moon called Lilith of Saturn. You used to be able to see Saturn in the night sky, but the Earth orbit has since shifted. So now you can't see Saturn, and they use the moon to block the energy from Lilith to keep the brighter skinned people, the children of the moon, from being able to harness that Lilith energy and light their ass up with a motherfucking fireball in DC from Los Angeles. They they did every precaution to prevent us from raising up in power. And the most destructive one is the doctrine of racism. So when you flying in your dreams, it's in order for the dream to have a standout meaning of a spiritual nature to you. But only you can translate what it means by knowing your intentions in the dream or what you was looking for. It's always something attached to that. Um, okay. How do Capricorns manage Saturn's disciplinary influence? You have to embody that energy. You have to discipline yourself to a higher level than you do other people, and then that'll make you have to discipline other people less. So the more you discipline you, the less you have to discipline others, and that's balancing that Saturn energy. But that Lilith energy can always send you into a warpath, because when Lilith see injustice, the judge in Saturn becomes destructive to itself in order to establish justice. So you got to always be aware when you're dealing with that Saturn energy that as the judgmental disciplinarian energy, Saturn will crush you if Lilith tell him to. So having constant dreams of being inside of a video game might be your way of reminding you that you're in a holographic simulated reality, a symbol for the training of the gods to balance the energy of polar opposites. Look, you have what's called cultural dietary practices. For thousands of years, your bloodline ate a certain way. The more you get to your original bloodline diet, that's why some people go vegan, because their bloodline come from a long line of vegans and they flourish on vegetables alone, where other people require or they bloodline ate certain meats like fish, bison, or like some of them ate chicken, turkey. So when you know what's palatable or compatible with your genetic makeup, a good book to read to give you an idea how to look at it, it's a book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type that can help a lot with understanding dietary practices. But everybody is not meant to be vegan, and everybody is not meant to be carnivorous, eat meat. You have to know your body in order to know if it's functional for you to quit meat, or some people quit all of the meat byproducts. But you have to be self-aware to know where you fit in. The fatigue factor is a heavy side effect of the UV rays. It's a lot of UV rays coming in affecting the earth, and also the degree that the earth is changing. And when these two things are happening like they are simultaneously, it also causes the individual's genetic makeup to begin to change. And the only way you repair yourself is in your stasis, which we call sleep state. The mud floods is exactly that. Um, what happened is they would blow up sides of the mountain after they dam up a dam. When you had an avalanche, you let the water from the dam burst free, and when the water and the avalanche mix, it causes a massive mudslide. And they've been doing that. They did that to a lot of our cities. That's why a lot of the cities not on the map no more because they covered them in mud, or they just flat people that's on the coast supposed to know that when the water started to recede, that's the warning signs to get away from the coast, because before the tidal wave, there's always great recension of water, a great reduction in tide. So we got to watch the tides, um, because the ocean right now didn't receded so bad in Florida and parts of I think it's Louisiana. There is no water for about a half mile out. That is a red flag. 100% you in the danger zone. If you live on the coast, or if you know somebody that live on the coast, you better give them a heads up, because apparently government not reporting on that shit. That tidal wave gonna come. That motherfucker gonna be huge, right? The further the water go out, the bigger the returning tidal wave is. So watch them motherfucking receding water lines, and a hurricane going on. Now you've seen all of the aquatic life. They've been doing crazy shit. They've been schools of whales and shits beaching themselves. All of the alligators coming out the water in strange places they wasn't at before. All this crazy shit. Now the water then receded about a quarter mile or more in the Gulf, which is almost always a prelude to a tidal wave or a tsunami if you're in the Pacific. So let your people know that's a bad sign. If they don't listen to you, they should at least listen to Mother Nature.
Peace, God.
What's up, God? What's going on with you?
Not much. Just landed out here in Jackson.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Jackson, Mississippi?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. First thing I
You
wanted to say was down home blue,
Yes,
down
sir.
home blue.
I'm over
All
on the.
she wanted to hear was it down home blue all night long.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's on your mind, God?
Not much, man. I done had a little Mother Nature in me, so I'm up there right now. But I heard you talking about the tidal wave and what's been going on in Florida. So I feel like not only would that be probably a physical effect as far as people's homes and other things, but it's gonna be a financial effect uh, that takes place. But I
All it's
think
going to do is activate FEMA.
exactly. I think FEMA is already activated into Mississippi.
They might be because they had a water crisis there that was pretty bad a couple weeks ago.
Exactly, and technically it's like a police state right now, if you ask me. They just haven't let it be known yet, but
Shit,
it's basically
we've been in the police state for 400 years.
yes, sir. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, I just feel like we need to be aware financially too to what's taking place, not just in Florida, but in all parts of the country and the world.
Well, you bring up financially. I was in the process of researching this bank holiday, um, where the bank's supposed to be closed for 20 days. I haven't finished the research, so I don't know what's up with it yet.
Yes, sir.
But the Pope deadline was yesterday. So
Mm.
come Monday, it's gonna be hell on the stock market if they was reporting the real stocks, that should be all red.
Yes, sir. So what you think about
The what?
the Fed coin? The good
The Fed been taken over by military intelligence, so we just gotta wait to see what's up with that. It might be closed and open up something else different.
Okay. So I got one more question, guy, before I let you go.
Mm-hmm.
So about the tribes. So what do you think is the best way to connect with your tribe nowadays?
Try to meet somebody in your family you ain't never talked to before. At least a couple times a week, you meet a new one.
Yes, sir.
Tribes start with your family. It's rooted in the family structure and the communication between family members. In order to make the clan strong, the families in the clan have to be strong.
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay, I appreciate you, guys. I'm gonna let you go, but I thank you, man, and trust me, man. You well. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to put it, man. I ain't got no words for it, but just know I'm blessed to be in your presence, and everybody should be.
All right, Bunny.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, my brother.
All right. Somebody else? So, don't forget, tell your people to research that last tsunami. And before the tsunami, they said the water receded like that. When the water recedes, the further out it go before it come back, the more juice is waving to come back. Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
Not much. Where you at?
I'm in Arizona.
Okay, city, sunshine state like Florida.
Yes, I actually want to give a shout out to you for all this information you're giving us. My brother actually introduced you to me, Strong Ego, Chief Strong Ego. But ever since he's been telling me and showing me your videos, I kind of been having like somewhat visions. So like last year I went to Florida around this time for my best friend's birthday, and we went to Key West, and when I was there driving the bridge like to go back to the airport, I had this vision like I saw the ocean pretty much taking over the bridge while I was driving on the bridge. And then yesterday I saw on the news, about the whole thing, with the hurricane in Florida. I'm just like, damn, like, did I have a vision a year ahead of time of what I just saw that like
It's
was
totally
happening?
possible. It's totally possible.
Hmm.
When you was going down there, did you notice the remnant bridges and all of the charred trees that stuck out of the on the sides when you was driving down the road?
No, I
Did you
didn't, because
notice?
the bridge was like on the ocean.
Hmm. So when you coming from the Keys and you going north,
Hmm.
when you start getting back to the mainland, when you go to the mainland,
Hmm.
that stretch, there's water on both sides, but they got all these burnt, charred trees sticking up.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Those, because we had trees all the way. You could stay in the tree trunks from the Keys all the way to Louisiana. You didn't need to come down to the ground unless you wanted to.
Mm.
That's what they was burning down the trees. So that's why we got all these great fires.
Hmm.
You know, they're burning shit down. That's what they was using because that's how we was getting away from them in war.
Hmm.
You know, yeah. But those are serious visions because, right now with that tide we seen like that,
Hmm.
it wouldn't surprise me if a tidal wave did take that bridge out.
Hmm. And then like a couple weeks ago, I had two visions in the past month. So a couple weeks ago, I was sleeping, and then like I instantly woke up, like I heard like the purge siren, and like I was explaining to my brother like the vision I saw is like I woke up and I was looking out my window and I saw people like running, and it was literally like the purge that I saw in my dream. And I'm just like, okay. And then like I was outside 2 weeks ago just sunbathing, and when I was looking in the sky, like I saw like this black smoke going like this, and then I saw like four black dots just like falling out the sky, and I'm just like, okay, is that like airplanes falling out of the sky? I just didn't really know or like for sure what that vision was.
Somebody just put in the comments the bridge collapsed in multiple spots this week.
Damn. Damn.
So we don't know when we don't live down there exactly what's taking place. When you come through there, you get to the signals, Florida, the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
You in tune.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think the other two visions meant?
I didn't get nothing related to them. Most of my attention was drawn to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But they always mean something. Sometimes they only mean something for you.
Mm-hmm. And it's something I just have to figure out myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to know your own lexicon. Because you use your language different than anybody outside of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you read your patterns.
Okay. I think that's something I need to get into more and understand more. I'm still trying to like understand all of this. Like it's still new to me, like all this information, but my brother's been helping me still trying to understand it and like still try to break it down for me like for all the questions that I still have. But I do appreciate all the information that you're giving to the people and thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You have a good day.
You too. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.